A very good day, Team Zimbabwe. Welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And let us talk about important matters in the nation of Zimbabwe. There is a grouping in NERA, which was signed first by 25 presidents, who are oftenly referred to as presidents by some people in the nation of Zimbabwe, the political arena. But let us talk about NERA. Ameno inonzi National Election Reform Agenda. What? That grouping, Team Zimbabwe, went to Bulawayo to add more presidents on the first 25. And there is an interesting story which is right there. Sengezo Chabangu appeared on that meeting and he wanted to be part of the proceedings. He wanted to be part of NERA representing CCC, and something strange happened. He was not allowed to sign an MOU on behalf of Citizens Coalition for Change. Remember, he has been claiming to be the Secretary General of CCC, and he has been recalling councillors, MPs, senators, left, right, and center, doing what he wants with everything. And this time around, he made a mistake. He went to NERA to try and portray himself as the CCC representative. And something happened. According to Spiked, he went to that event. He turned up for that National Electoral Reform Agenda, and he was blocked from signing a memorandum of understanding. This MOU was signed by the remaining political parties, primarily based in Bulawayo, who were committed to collectively push the electoral reforms agenda. So the principles of various political parties who recently signed this, these were presidents of political parties, and they actually through engineer Johnson Mogari, they explained the decision to block Chabangu and stated that there was no way they could allow Chabangu to sign the MOU on behalf of CCC since he was not the principal. And they applied the basic logic that the principals of this movement are the presidents. These are the people who are called the principals. If you take a look kumazvimapatu-patu vana Monzora vana Masarira vanani ndo vanhu vaienda ikokoko representing their political parties. Chabangu tocha as who is the Secretary General and the representative sezvaajaira kuita kuparliament, sezvaajaira kuita kuna Minister of Local Government, kuti anongotocha unovapa letter, and he was turned away. Team Zimbabwe, that was an embarrassment. The major question is, how did his masters fail to call these NERA people or these NERA people to order? Is because they know for sure that there are consequences which might follow. People like Vana Chabangu vanoita madisinyongoro. If you involve them, tomorrow zvinokupa problems nema challenges. It will be something else. Just imagine kuti magadzira chinhu chese ichocho and imimi hamuna popularity. Chabangu otanga kukunyonganisai achikudzai CCC tisine vanhu tisi takazodai. What will you do? It will become something else. So, Team Zimbabwe, this raised a lot of questions about the internal dynamics within CCC and the legitimacy of his actions. And this is something very important, Team Zimbabwe, because everybody understands that there is no legitimacy in whatever Chabangu is actually doing. That is the reason why he was blocked. So I wonder why these presidents or these presidents always come to try and play dirty and blame President Nelson Chamisa when they know for sure that his authority within CCC is questionable and cannot be verified and authenticated. The major question is, how did the Speaker of Parliament fall into this trap? How did the Minister of Local Government fall into this trap? How did the Senate President fall into this trap? Team Zimbabwe, this is the reason why I always say, one day justice shall be served, and when that day comes, you will see you will see a lot of people cry. Is illegal from Chabangu, the Speaker of Parliament, the President of Senate, the Minister of Local Government. These people, Team Zimbabwe, they committed a very serious offense, a very serious crime. They connived to remove the lawmakers from Parliament. I've never seen such things happening. These are the lawmakers, guys. This inini kwandiri kuzviona that, you know, a government, these lawmakers are part of government. They are part of government. For it to be a government, these lawmakers must be there. Parliament must be effective in there. And any attempt to destroy the government structure, that is treason. To me, in my own view, that is treason. And I do not know how these people are going to survive. Because mhosva iroyo unogona kuti hanzi tine power nhasi kana kuti hanzvenga nhasi, but the people of Zimbabwe shall punish them heavily. And I know for sure one day these people will have to pay for their deeds, one way or the other. I know that President Nelson Chamisa, if he becomes the president, you will be forgiving, you will say let bygones be bygones, but I know for sure that the people of Zimbabwe will raise these issues, will take these people to court so that they face justice. I know, and I don't see how President Nelson Chamisa will be able to stop that from happening, because vanhu varwadziwa nezvaitwa nembokwe. But the bottom line is NERA refused to make Sengezo Chabangu join them, and that was a blow, a very, very, very huge blow, a serious embarrassment. And it is what it is in Zimbabwe. We will continue to watch and see what is happening in the politics of Zimbabwe. How is Sengezo Chabangu going to maneuver? How is he going to continue maneuvering, given that he lost each and every election which was held by the weekend? He lost everything and everything and everything. Got nothing. ZANU-PF got 2/3 majority, and people like Sengezo Chabangu are actually happy that they gave what their masters mandated them to deliver. And the major question is, what will be the fate of the people of Zimbabwe? Team Zimbabwe, we have to pray. Team Zimbabwe, we have to stand in solidarity with President Nelson Chamisa. A lot is happening. We are seeing side shows happening. We are seeing new people being introduced into the political arena. These things were choreographed. These things were planned way back. And one day, I will tell you the truth about how these things were planned. I made a video which I didn't want to share much of the details about that plan. But one day, if I'm alive, God permitting, I will come, brave up, and give you that account, how it did happen, and why Nelson Chamisa was being bashed left, right, and center towards the elections, and why all these things happened after the elections, and what is the agenda. I'm going to tell you one day. I'm simply waiting for the rightful day for me to do so. Right now, ndinenda mhanya regai timbomira timboona maevents ari kuitika munyika, then I will come with that episode. We'll talk about that so that the people of Zimbabwe understands where we are going and where we are coming from. There are some people who have been working with the regime, but they had to pretend. After pretending, then they get sympathy from the people. After getting sympathy from the people, then they come as a project to try and portray themselves as vananingi. But here's the solution. Zvinotangira mukati. Zvatangira mukati zvoputika. Pazvinoputika, vaya vanga vakamira kunze vakatarisa, the spectators, you understand and realize that they are not foolish. A lot is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. If you are wise, if you are clever, do not rush to make decisions. Be loyal to the cause, be loyal to the struggle, because hapana kwauri kumanyira dumbu kana kuri kudya zvekudya zvichauya, iwewe unenge warombe ipapo, because unenge wakatamisa mukana wako, especially the political actors. It is what it is in Zimbabwe. Personally, I remain committed to President Nelson Chamisa, and I'm doing this for no personal benefit or personal gain. I just love my country. I just want to be a business person who is thriving, in economy which is thriving. That is all I want. I want to see my community developing. I want to see a better school in my community, better health facilities, water facilities, electricity, roads. Those are the things I want to see. And that is the reason why I have this desire to push for change.